Wearing number 16, the senior, Leah Peterson. Wearing number 12, the junior, Katie Elmquist. Wearing number 13, the junior, Ava Nizzi. Wearing number 5, the sophomore, Ellie Eastman. Wearing number 1, the sophomore.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andy Close alongside Brian Hagberg, and we are live at War Memorial Field for this morning's District 10 matchup between the Eisenhower Lady Knights and the Warren Lady Dragons. We'll let you listen in here on the starting lineups.
Wearing number 8, the freshman, Julia Giesing. And wearing number 21, the freshman, Winnie Wolf. The Lady Knights are under the head coach of Diane Elmquist and assistant coach Alex Johnson.
And here come the starting lineups for the Warren Dragons.
Lineup of your Lady Dragons. The senior wearing number 13, Paige Johnson. The senior wearing number 27, Kylie Wilson. The senior wearing number 25, Kira Wooderson. The senior wearing number 15, Kayla Canup. The junior in goal wearing number 72, Alyssa Anderson. The junior wearing number 1, Lennon Daly. The sophomore wearing number 18, Lauren Anderson. The sophomore wearing number 37, Georgie Bickling. The sophomore wearing number 10, Alyssa Fuchs. The sophomore wearing number 23, Ella Ordaway. And the sophomore wearing number 31, Audrey Smith.
All right, folks, so once again, I'm Andy Close for D9and10sports.com, getting set to bring you live soccer action on a beautiful Saturday morning. The Eisenhower Lady Knights and the Warren Lady Dragons. Our national anthem. right, once again coming to you live from War Memorial Field, Saturday morning soccer, the Eisenhower Lady Knights and the Warren Lady Dragons. This broadcast brought to you by the generosity of the Warren Soccer Boosters, as well as Freedom Investment Management Group, 229 Liberty Street in Warren. And just a quick rundown of the starters once again. For Eisenhower, we have number 33, Delaney Chase, number 22, Lily Renninger, number 16, Leah Peterson, number 12, Katie Elmquist, number 13, Ava Nizzi, number 5, Ellie Eastman, number 1, Isabella Marino, number 28, Cassie Smilko, number 4, Katie Bunk, number 8, Julia Giesing, and number 21, Winnie Wolf. And for the Warren Dragons, the home team today, we have number 13, Paige Johnson, number 27, Kylie Wilson, number 25, Kira Woderson, number 15, Kayla Nupp, number 72, Annette Alyssa Anderson, number 1, Lennon Daly, number 18, Lauren Anderson, number 37, Georgie Bickling, number 10, Alyssa Fuchs, number 23, Ella Ordaway, and number 31, Audrey Smith. Both of these teams coming off very successful 2019 campaigns. Of course, the Warren Lady Dragons winning the District 10 title in dramatic fashion on Sawyer Money's overtime goal. Sawyer has since graduated. And Eisenhower, a District 10 Class 1A semi-finalist. So, we're all set to go here from War Memorial Field. Kylie Wilson out at the midfield stripe for the Dragons. Wilson takes it back to the midfield, controlled there by Lennon Daly. Daly pushes it back up to Wilson. Wilson up to Woderson. Woderson making a run up the left side, and that ball's going to be cleared away by the Knights. So a throw in Eisenhower. That's Ava Nizzi battling for possession there, won by the Dragons. Over to Wilson. Over to Woderson. To Wilson. Oh, and a goal very early on, courtesy of Kylie Wilson. So Kylie Wilson coming off a big performance in a season-opening win over Oil City, picks up right where she left off. Some great passing there by the Dragons, and they get on the board 1-0, less than a minute into the contest. Controlled now by the Knights. That's Julia Giesing. Ball goes out of bounds for an Eisenhower throw-in. Katie Bunk. Bunk tosses it up. Battle for possession there. Controlled briefly by the Dragons, and now they regain control. Nope. Taken back by Eisenhower. Battle in the midfield. Woderson controls. Woderson looking to pass up the left side, but no one there. That's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. I apologize there. Nope, that's off Eisenhower. It's a corner kick. So corner kick Dragons, their first of the game, as they lead early 1-0 here from War Memorial Field. Kick in, cleared out by the Knights. Back to Wilson. Wilson gets a shot up, and that's going to go high and wide for an Eisenhower goal kick. Lily Renninger in net for the Lady Knights. She'll get set to boot it away. Renninger clears it up, but it's controlled by the Dragons in the midfield. Cleared in there briefly. And back out, controlled by the Dragons. Wilson shot. Wilson save. Renninger. And the Knights clear. So Lily Renninger being tested early and often here for Eisenhower, coming up with a big save here early on. Again, the Dragons lead here 1-0 early on the goal by Kylie Wilson. Rowan Warren goes into the box area. Wilson tries to control it, but it's going to be cleared out by the Knights. They push up briefly. That's Leah Peterson, but the Dragons regain control. Kylie Wilson Wilson plays it in, cleared out briefly. Ella Ordaway now in control for the Dragons. She gets over to Paige Johnson. Johnson, and that ball is going to go all the way through for a goal kick, Eisenhower. So just over 3 minutes in here from War Memorial Field. Warren leading 1-0 on the goal by Kylie Wilson. Renninger clears, and that's going to be controlled by the Dragons briefly, and Eisenhower clears for a throw-in Warren. Audrey Smith with the throw-in. Wilson boots it in. Wilson boots it out for yet another goal kick here. So most of the possession by the Dragons early on in this one. Renninger clears. Controlled by Cassie Smelko for the Knights. She plays it up, and can that be saved? Yes, it is. Oh, a nice play there. But Lennon Daly clears it out for the Dragons. We're going to have a throw in Eisenhower. Lady Knights control and clear it out. Dragons making a run. Cleared back to Georgie Bickling. And that ball's going to be cleared away by the Knights. Back to Lennon Daly. Back up. And they battle for possession here, and the Knights are going to get it out. No, they're not. A nice challenge there by Paige Johnson. Again, the Dragons pressure, but the Knights clear. Johnson challenges, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Exactly 5 minutes in here from War Memorial Field. Warren and Eisenhower girls soccer. Dragons leading 1-0. Control in the midfield. That's Kira Woderson. Kylie Wilson. Wilson challenges. That's going to be cleared out by the Eisenhower defense for a throw-in Warren. Thrown in by Daly. Challenged. Renninger comes up, makes the stop. And she boots it out of there. Ella Ordaway maintains control in the midfield for the Dragons. Oh, a nice move there by Ordaway as she pushes up. And now it's going to be cleared by the Knights, but once again taken away by Ordaway. And now controlled by Giesing for the Knights. Or excuse me, that's Leah Peterson. Leah Peterson up the left side, and that's going to be cleared out of bounds for a Warren throw. A nice play there by Paige Johnson. So a throw in here by Audrey Smith. Smith, Giesing challenges. Peterson controls briefly, but now Wilson for the Dragons, and she boots it up the right side, and that's going to go out of bounds. Out of bounds, throw in Eisenhower. Katie Bunk. Bunk throws it in to Peterson. Peterson clears it into the midfield where it's controlled by the Dragons. Georgie Bickling battling there, but Eisenhower clears it out. Back up into the midfield, and we're going to get a handball here, I believe. And so we'll have a Warren free kick. Booted up, cleared out briefly by the Knights. Bickling challenges for possession, but once again cleared out past the midfield mark, and Lennon Daly gets chased. Lennon Daly will play it back to Alyssa Anderson, who hasn't had much to do early on. Anderson clears. That ball's challenged by Peterson, but back up into the midfield. Bunt there to Peterson, and that's going to be cleared out by Ordaway, but it's going to be a throw-in Lady Knights. Throw in here from Katie Bunk. Bunk, Giesing, on Ordaway challenge for possession, and once again that's going to go out of bounds for an Eisenhower throw-in. So Bunk will do it again as we have some substitutions coming on here for the Lady Knights. That's Kayla Green coming to the game, as well as Zoe Olson. Throw in Bunk. Smoko looks to control, but it's Bickling that gets it for a brief moment. Up to Woderson. Woderson pushes up, challenged. That ball is going to go out of bounds for a throw in Lady Knights. There's the toss. And the Dragons retake control. Back to Lennon Daly. Daly boots it upfield. Bunk clears. Bunk clears for the Lady Knights. Wilson retakes possession for Warren. Boots it up where Renninger will scoop it up. And presumably boot it away. She does. Controlled there once again by the Dragons. Oh, the pass for Wilson intercepted there. And the ball's going to stay in inbounds there. Eisenhower controls. Back to the Warren defense where Audrey Smith will boot it away. Paige Johnson giving chase, but it's Bunk that controls to Giesing. Pass intercepted by Georgie Bickling. Bickling up to Kylie Wilson. Wilson for Woderson there, but thwarted back to Wilson. She'll get a shot on and over the net for a goal kick for Renninger. So 9.5 minutes in from War Memorial Field. The Warren Dragons leading the Eisenhower Knights 1-0 on a goal by Kylie Wilson in the first minute. Eliza Brooke on now for Warren. And that ball goes out of bounds once again, and we'll have another goal kick. Renninger to boot it away. Oh, and she kicks it right to Brooke, but it comes right back to her, and she'll clear it out again. And this ball is going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Audrey Smith. Brooke making a run, but cleared out there. Paige Johnson battles for possession. Back to Brooke, but that's going to be... Oh, no, a nice play by Brooke. Brooke gets it into the middle to Woderson. Wilson battling in there as well. And it's cleared out by the Lady Knights. So a good chance there for Warren, but nothing on net. And that ball is going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for Eisenhower. Up to Peterson. Intercepted by Wilson. And once again, that ball will go back to Renninger. Renninger boots it away up the right side. Battle for possession there, and it's going to be cleared by the Lady Knights. Back to the 40, and back in the hands of the Dragon defense. Paige Johnson here on the right side for Warren, challenged by Giesing. That's going to go out of bounds for a Warren throw. Smith will take the throw-in. Smith, Bickling, Woderson. Oh, Brooke gets taken down there. No call. Wilson. Oh, and that's going to be an offside. Great chance there by the Dragons, but Kylie Wilson was just offside, so we're going to have a goal kick Eisenhower. As we reach 12 minutes in from War Memorial Field, Warren leading Eisenhower 1-0 on the Kylie Wilson goal in the first minute. Cleared up, all controlled there nicely by Paige Johnson. Johnson boots it in and out for another goal kick Eisenhower. Renninger getting set to boot it away. The Dragons are going to take control there. Here's Brooke. Brooke in. Wilson battling. Back to Ordaway. Ordaway gets it on net where it's scooped up by Renninger. So Renninger been busy early on here for the Lady Knights. Played up. Smelko's going to battle for it there for Eisenhower, as is Daly, controlled by the Dragons, and they play it back to the defense. Up to Woderson. That ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Eisenhower. Battle for possession here, controlled by Bickling, and we're going to have a handball and a free kick for Warren. Played quickly by the Dragons. And a ball in on net there by Kylie Wilson, but Renninger is up to the challenge. So Bickling played that ball up very quickly to Wilson, but Renninger was ready for the Knights. Peterson in the midfield's got some room to operate for Eisenhower. Plays the ball up the right side. It's going out of bounds, throwing Warren up to Woderson. Woderson in the midfield, and that's going to be booted away by the Knights, throwing Warren. Daly looking for Woderson, but that's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Eisenhower. Ordaway battling for it there. Oh, going to play it back to Audrey Smith, but Giesing is going to get to it. Yes, she is. Challenged by Smith, and that's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Eisenhower. So Bunk will trigger in. Oh, a nice play there by Smith to get it out of harm's way up to Johnson. Now Bunk, and Ordaway will clear. Brooke battling for it there. And that's going to be won by Winnie Wolf for an Eisenhower throw-in. Bunk to trigger. Bunk to Smelko, challenged by Ordaway. Ordaway wins that battle. Back to the Knights. Bunk challenged by Brooke, and we're going to have a throw-in Warren. Smith will throw in for the Dragons. Smith sends it up to Wilson. Wilson sends it up to Brooke, but it's going to go out of bounds. Deflected out of bounds, actually, for a Warren throw here. Going to be taken by Smith. Smith triggers in. Johnson battling for possession there. Johnson gets it in on net, but an easy scoop and save for Renninger. 16 minutes in here from War Memorial Field. Warren leading Eisenhower 1-0. So glad you're joining us. I'm Andy Close here for D9and10sports.com. Lennon Daly plays that ball up to Ella Ordaway for the Dragons. Cleared out briefly by Smelko. Knights take possession. Daly will throw in now for the Dragons. Controlled there by Woderson. Challenged by Eisenhower. Oh, Peterson there. That's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Daly. Nice trigger there. Woderson's going to try and make a run over to Wilson. Wilson sends it in, but not all the way in. Deflected by Eisenhower, and they clear. Back to Ordaway. Ordaway challenged. And we're going to have a foul there as Ordaway went down, and looks like we're going to have another free kick for Warren. That kick goes sailing wide. Renninger scoops it up. And boots it way out of there. Controlled by Daly. Dragons in possession. Bickling. Ordaway. Ordaway looking to play it up, but cleared out by the Knights. Back to Ordaway. I'm sorry, that's Audrey Smith there for the Dragons. Paige Johnson now in control. And cleared out by the Lady Knights. Up to Peterson. Peterson challenged by Ordaway. Back to Audrey Smith. Smith to Ordaway. Ordaway making some nifty moves there. Oh, gets it to Eliza Brooke. Brooke gonna have a chance. She centers. And that shot is just wide. Couple of substitution here. Katie Elmquist returns for Eisenhower, and in for Warren, freshman Marielle Stantz. So just over 18 minutes in here from War Memorial Field. The Warren Lady Dragons leading the Eisenhower Lady Knights 1-0. And a chance here for Brooke. Renninger comes out to challenge, and the Eisenhower defense clears. Boy, Renninger came way out of her box there to challenge Brooke. And we're going to have a Dragon throw-in. Let's see who's going to take it here. Wilson will trigger. She gets it in. Battle for possession. Knights clear. Up to Peterson. Peterson has a little bit of room, but a good challenge there by Georgie Bickling. Bickling back upfield for the Dragons. And once again cleared out by the Knights. That's Cassie Smelko. Now Peterson surrounded by a host of Warren defenders and cleared out back up to Woderson. Woderson challenged there nicely. Regains control. And we're going to have a foul there as Georgie Bickling went to the ground. Ball booted back up. Battle for possession. Stands there battling nicely for the Dragons. Takes a bump. And we're going to have a throw in. Eisenhower. Smelko battles. Peterson. Lady Knights control. And cleared out by Georgie Bickling. We'll have a throw in. Eisenhower. Nice play there by Winnie Wolf. Can the Knights control? They cannot. We'll have a throw in Warren. As we've reached the midway point of the first half here, Warren leading Eisenhower 1-0 on a first-minute goal by Kylie Wilson. Cleared out by the Knights. Back to Woderson. Woderson pushes. Woderson looking, surveying. Gets it in at, goes through the goal mouth and out the other end. So Woderson perhaps looking for a teammate to make a run there, but well defended by the Knights. We'll have a goal kick. Renninger. Renninger boots it up and away. Controlled by the Knights as they push it up to midfield. A nice run here up the right side. Battle for possession won by Ordaway. Now Ordaway has some room. She's challenged. Eisenhower once again in possession. Smelko deflected. Battle for possession there, and what are we going to have here? And the Eisenhower faithful here on the opposite end from War Memorial Field are not happy, as we're going to have a free kick. Oh, nope. Now they're happy, as we're going to have what appears to be a corner kick Eisenhower. With exactly 18 minutes to go here in the first half. A little bit of confusion there. So, when the dust settles, it's a corner kick Eisenhower, their first of the game. It looks like Giesing's running over there to take it. So Giesing will take the corner kick for Eisenhower. Oh, and a great chance on net there. It's stopped by Alyssa Anderson. I'm sorry, it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Couldn't see who got a foot on it there for the Knights. but their best chance of the game to date, and it's turned away. Boy, a good set piece there on the corner kick for the Lady Knights, but it will be Anderson with the goal kick. And we're going to have a handball there. Possession goes to Warren. Kayla up into the midfield, controlled by the Dragons. Paige Johnson plays it up there, clear it out. Georgie Bickling, now controlled by Eisenhower. Back to Bickling. Bickling in the midfield. Bickling boots it up. And a great play there by Wilson to get the Dragons possession. Brooke makes a run. Now Brooke gets by Bunk. And that's going to slide over to Renninger for the save. Boy, a good chance there once again for the Dragons. Made by Wilson to Brooke. Now back, we're going to have an Eisenhower throw in as that ball goes out of bounds. Giesing will trigger it in. Nope. Katie Bunk will trigger it in for the Lady Knights. Bunk gets it in, controlled by Giesing. Delaney Chase over there. And won by Bickling. Back up to midfield, controlled by the Knights. Kayla Green over there, but the ball goes out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Lennon Daly. Daly gets it up, controlled by the Dragons. Delaney Chase giving chase, but cleared back out by the Dragons. Giesing battles Johnson, back to Ordaway. Back to Johnson, but that's cleared up by Bunk. Chase making a run, but that's going to be cleared away by Nupp. And out of bounds. So we're going to have a goal kick here for Alyssa Anderson as the Dragons make a pair of substitutions. Coming into the game, number 10. That is Alyssa Fuchs coming back in for the Dragons as Stans takes a seat. Controlled by Giesing, briefly played up by Wilson. Oh, and a nice run there. Woderson, Bunk giving chase. Woderson, Renninger comes out and makes a sliding stop on Woderson. So Lily Renninger being tested often here for the Lady Knights, and she has been up to the challenge. That ball is cleared out to midfield, controlled by Georgie Bickling. Back to Lennon Daly, back up. Fuchs, cleared out, and we'll have a throw in Warren. Daly will take it. Daly cleared out there by the Knights. Oh, and we're going to have a foul there on Woderson and a free kick for Eisenhower. $14 to go here in the first half. 1-0 Warren. I'm Andy Close here with Brian Hagberg for D9and10sports.com as that ball gets sent into the midfield. Controlled briefly by Eisenhower, won by Woderson. Back to the midfield. And settles to Paige Johnson on the right side. Johnson looking, but controlled by the Knights. Johnson. Cassie Smilko will boot it out of bounds for Eisenhower. Throw in Warren. Audrey Smith will take the throw. Smith gets it up. Fuchs. Controlled by Brooke. Brooke boots it in. Ball cleared out there briefly by Nizzi. Battle for possession, and that's going to be won and cleared out by the Lady Knights. Back to Wilson, who plays it back up. Eisenhower battling for possession. Wilson once again sends it back up to Brooke, but she's going to get whistled for a handball. Eisenhower will take possession. So, Katie Bunk will get set to send it upfield for the Knights. Bunk boots it up. Controlled by Chase. Now controlled by Brooke, and it's going to go back. Bunk, and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw and Warren. Smith to trigger in. And that ball goes upfield. Brooke giving chase. Brooke gets to it. Brooke looking for Fuchs. Now Woderson. Woderson has a chance. Runninger once again with a save. Just a brilliant first half here from Eisenhower keeper Lily Renninger as we go under 12 minutes to play here in the opening half. Battle in the midfield here, controlled by the Knights. Chase. Oh, a nice win there by Delaney Chase. Delaney Chase has some room, but she's tracked down by Kylie Wilson. Gets the ball up to Brooke. Brooke looks for Johnson, deflected away there nicely by Bunk. Brooke challenges, but Eisenhower throwing, and we're going to have a substitution Eisenhower as Lily Muller will come into the game. Bunk to throw in. Bunk looks cleared out briefly by Bickling. Challenge there, Leah Peterson giving chase, but cleared out by the Dragons. Chase with possession. And that ball's going to be briefly cleared away, but Peterson just still working hard down there to Chase. Chase is going to boot it in, and what looked like it was going to be a routine play for Anderson. Ultimately ends up being a nice save by the Dragon keeper, and she will boot it away. Smelko cleared up by Bunk. Challenge there, controlled by the Dragons. And Woderson giving chase there, but Eisenhower's going to clear it back to Renninger, who, a little bit of a miss hit there, but gets it out nonetheless. Cleared out to Bickling. Bickling looking for Johnson, but cleared out by the Knights. Up to Chase. Chase plays it back. And we are going to have Eisenhower possession. Ball there over on the right side. Leah Peterson for Eisenhower. Challenge there. Katie Elmquist. Cleared out by the Dragons. Bickling. Brooke making a run. But that's going to be cleared by Nizzy. Ball stays inbounds, now goes out of bounds for a throw and Warren. Ella Ordaway checking back in for the Dragons as we approach 9 minutes to play in the first half. Again, the Warren Dragons leading the Eisenhower Knights 1-0 on a goal by Kylie Wilson in the first minute, just 39 seconds into the game. Bickling in, cleared. Smelko for the Knights. And that ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Smith. Challenge there. Brooke cleared out. Back up to Elmquist. Elmquist clears it up for Smelko. Eisenhower looking to push here. Smelko looking for Peterson, but cleared away by the Dragons. Lauren Anderson back there on defense for the Dragons. And we're going to have a couple substitutions here for the Lady Knights as Elmquist and Smelko come off. That ball is going to stay inbounds briefly and then goes out for a throw in Eisenhower. So Eisenhower with a chance here. And a centering attempt there, but the ball was out of bounds. So we're going to have a throw in Warren. Daly. She'll send it up to Woderson. Throw in Knights. As we approach 7 minutes to go here in the first half, Warren leading Eisenhower 1-0 from War Memorial Field. Oh, ball taken there nicely by Muller. And that is going to go for a goal kick. So, Eisenhower getting a few more chances here as we tick under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Up to Bickling for the Dragons. Back to Bickling. She sends it up to Wilson. Wilson to Paige Johnson. Can Johnson keep it in? She can. But that's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. So a nice attempt there by Paige Johnson. We'll have a goal kick for Renninger and the Knights. Renninger boots it up. Challenged by Johnson. Johnson. Nizzi now for Eisenhower trying to get it out. She can't. Woderson. Woderson turns looking to shoot. Blocked there nicely by Nizzi. Cleared out by Chase. No. Wilson. Back to Ordway. Ordway drives it in, and Renninger's going to pick it up there and boot it away for the Knights. Cleared out there by Anderson. Daly gets it up. Cleared out by Nizzi. Back to Fuchs. Brooke. Oh, and a shot there wide by Kylie Wilson. Kylie Wilson again with a lone goal in the contest in the first minute as we hit the 5-minute mark to go here in the first half. 1-0 Dragons. Renninger set to boot it away. Renninger, and that ball is going to stay inbounds. Yes. Up into the midfield and giving chase there. Controlled there by the Lady Knights. Peyton Frank, no. Yes, throw in Eisenhower. Bunk will take it. So Bunk to trigger in for the Knights. Plays it back to Winnie Wolf, and that ball goes out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Smith will take it. Smith cleared out by Chase, but goes out of bounds again for a throw in Warren. Smith will do it again. Smith gets it up. Cleared out there by Wolf, but another throw in Warren. Smith for a third time. Looks to get it to Paige Johnson. Chase clears out just for a moment. Controlled by Ordway. Ordway plays it to Bickling. Oh, Bickling gets it in. Wilson looks to turn. She can't. Nice play there by the Eisenhower defense. Back to Ordway. Ordway gets it back in. Bickling. Bickling shoots. Save right at Renninger. So the Lady Dragons getting their fair share of chances here, but a relatively routine save as far as saves go for Renninger. Back up into the midfield. Bickling controls. Back to Lennon Daly. And back up to Bickling. And another chance here for the Dragons. There's Woderson. Woderson turns, looking, shoots, and scores!
Kira Woderson.
Kira Woderson with the Dragons' second goal of the game. With 3:10 to go in the first half, gives Warren a 2-0 lead over Eisenhower. So the two seniors Wilson and Woderson, offensive stars for the Dragons, have the goals here in the first half. And we're going to have a trio of substitutions here for the Knights as Giesing, Smelko, and Elmquist will check back in. Again, now 2-0 Warren on the goal by Woderson. 3:10 to go in the first half from War Memorial Field. Knights control that Smelko. Smelko plays it back to her defense. Controlled there by the Dragons. Battle for possession here taken by Ordway. Ordway boots it in. Nizzi attempts to clear. Battle for possession here. Won by Elmquist. Briefly, Johnson controls. Now Nizzi for the Knights. Oh, a nice turn here by Eliza Brooke. Brooke with some room to operate. Brooke looking to center, and that ball's going to go off the side of the net for a goal kick. So perhaps a little momentum for the Dragons as we approach halftime on the goal by Woderson. Again, coming to you live here from War Memorial Field. Ball cleared out to Smelko. Smelko plays it up. Peyton Frank battling there. Ordway. Back to Bickling. Bickling sends it up. Now controlled by Smelko. Smelko in possession. Gets it over to Bunk. Bunk looking for Peterson, but intercepted there nicely by Daly. Woderson now in possession for the Dragons. Oh, a nice play there, but it goes out of bounds for a throw, and Warren Daly will take it. Daly to Woderson. Woderson challenging. Woderson gets it in. Oh, it goes through the goal mouth. Oh, Johnson there. Deflected nicely. Johnson still looking. Back to Woderson. And cleared out. Boy, another great chance there for the Dragons. Knights now bringing it up the right side, but that's going to go out of bounds for a throw in. Warren Daly with 1 minute to go here in the first half. Controlled by the Knights. Peterson. Smelko. Peterson. Ordway gets possession of it, turns to Johnson now with some room. Johnson gets it up. That's intercepted briefly, but taken control of by Kylie Wilson. Wilson looking for Bickling. Bickling gives chase. She will be able to get to it. 30 seconds left in the half. Bickling looks to center. That's cleared out to center by Eisenhower. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Oh, a little bit of trouble here. A little trouble, perhaps. A little trouble. Leah Peterson. Oh, off the side of the net. Boy, a great chance there by Leah Peterson just before we go to halftime. And that is going to do it for the first half of play. Exciting action here from War Memorial Field. The Warren Dragons lead the Eisenhower Knights 2-0.
Dragons 2, Eisenhower 0.
And again, we want to thank you for joining us here on D9and10sports.com. I'm Andy Close on the mic alongside Brian Hagberg. Want to thank the Warren Soccer Boosters.
I'd like to congratulate the seniors from Eisenhower. We're going to announce them here in just a moment.
And we'll take just a quick break here as we get set to do senior night festivities. Well, one of the cool things you're seeing throughout District 10 and really throughout the state is these senior recognitions early in the season. A lot of it has to do with the COVID uncertainty.
Their senior class for this year. Number 10, Ellie Strasser.
So we'll let you listen in to your senior day, I guess, festivities.
Number 9, Kayla Green. Number 11, Zoe Olson. Number 25, Mercedes Jenkins. Number 33, Delaney Chase. Number 23, Brittany Smith. Number 22, Lily Renninger. And number 16, Leah Peterson.
And now for the seniors from the Warren Dragons, getting set to be recognized here from War Memorial Field. Once again, it's halftime. Warren leading Eisenhower 2-0 on goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson.
And now to recognize the seniors of the Warren Lady Dragons.
So again, the Warren seniors getting set to be introduced here.
Our first senior is Paige Johnson.
Paige Johnson, senior Dragon.
Paige is the daughter of Paul and Kim Johnson. She has played soccer for 11 years and has been a 3-year varsity letterman. She's also been active in high school swim team, YMCA swim team, and track and field. Paige's favorite soccer memories are region champs freshman year, having my dad as my coach, bus rides, and shutout pizza. She will miss every moment that she got to spend with my teammates and best friends. Paige's advice to the underclassmen is not let obstacles that life throws at you keep you from achieving your goals. After high school, Paige plans to go to college to study biomedical engineering and hopefully continue swimming at the collegiate level. Paige Johnson. Kayla Knupp. Kayla is the daughter of Matt and Shauna Knupp and Tara Knupp. She has played soccer for 5 years. Kayla is also active in swimming, track, cross country, ski club, Enchanted Fairy Tale Troupe, Newsies, the All-County Musical, History Club, Battle of the Books, Academic Quiz Bowl, and bowling. Kayla's favorite soccer memories are best rides with Sydney and Aubriana, the monkey suit, telling MJ to eat many different bugs, taking videos of Sydney sleeping on the bus rides home after a win, 7:15 with Sydney, paintball, Halloween party at Shelby's, constantly making fun of Georgie, Ella, and Audrey their freshman year, team camp room number 221, and Savannah's talks. She will miss making memories with the team, convincing people that she and Sydney hate each other, singing on the bus, practicing with Sydney every day, her and Lennon's talks on the bus, playing soccer with my best teammates, Eric Fidel, and her dad, Shauna, and grandparents coming to support her. Kaylee's advice is to do what makes you happy. You have a short amount of time in high school and it goes by faster than you think. So spend that time with people you love, doing the things you love. Take everything with a grain of salt because none of this will matter. Kayla Knupp. Oops. Kylie Wilson. Kylie is the daughter of Scott and Ellen Wilson. She has played soccer for 14 years and has been a 4-year varsity letterman. Kylie has also been active in track and field. Her favorite soccer memories are playing sardines at Wake, Region 5 champs, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Shelby's Question at Erie Game, District 10 champs, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Kylie will miss the bus rides, the crazy memories she has made with everyone, gossip time with Alyssa, her team always being there with her battling on the field. She will miss her mom, dad, and sister always making it to every game and being her biggest supporters. Her advice to the underclassmen is to never take anything for granted. Give it your all when you're out on the field playing and at practice because 4 years fly by. After high school, Kylie plans to continue her education, possibly playing soccer in college. Her major is undecided at the moment. In the end, have a one day at a time mentality and do whatever makes you the happiest. Make the most of your high school experience because you only get to live through it once. Nothing is stopping you from reaching your goals, so if you want something, you have to work for it. After high school, she plans to attend college and eventually go into the medical field, meet new people and make memories with them, travel the world, and eventually settle down, have a lot of dogs and kids, and raise a family in a big white house in the country. Kylie Wilson. Kira Wooderson. Kira is the daughter of Eddie and Heather Wooderson. She has played soccer for 12 years and has been a 4-year letterman. Kira has also been active in SAD, Varsity Jets, Envirothon, History Club, National Honor Society, Battle of the Books, Student Council President, and Senior Class President. Kira's favorite soccer memories are Kylie forgetting her shin guards in the district semifinal game sophomore year, Chickenlicious, scoring the winning goal against Erie with 4 seconds left, D10 championship, Lexi falling, and bus rides. She will miss being around you guys almost every day. You all are her family, and there is never a dull moment when she's with you. Kira's advice is not to take anything for granted. Time goes by faster than you think, so even when you feel like you're dying, lift each other up and enjoy those moments of sisterhood. After high school, Kira plans to go to college and major in business. Kira Wooderson. Your 2020-2021 senior class.
So a nice moment here at War Memorial Field as the seniors for the Eisenhower Knights and Warren Dragons get recognized. Once again, we want to send out a congratulations to Lady Knights Delaney Chase, Lily Renninger, and Leah Peterson, as well as Kayla Green, Mercedes Jenkins, Zoe Olson, and Brittany Smith. And for the Lady Dragons, Paige Johnson, Kylie Wilson, Kira Woderson, and Kayla Knupp. So we're here on D9and10sports.com. I'm Andy Close alongside Brian Hagberg. Dragons leading 2-0 at the half on a goal from Kylie Wilson in the first minute and Kira Woderson with just over 3 minutes to go in the half. Yeah, again, this is a matchup we normally don't get to see here, but because of the realigned regions due to the COVID-19 restrictions, Warren and Eisenhower are meeting on the pitch in a very, very nice, very socially distanced crowd here from War Memorial Field. It's been a well-contested game so far. Warren controlling most of the chances, but Eisenhower with a couple, including right before the half, courtesy of Leah Peterson. Again, both of these programs have had a lot of success in recent years. Of course, the Dragons winning in dramatic fashion in overtime in last season's District 10 Class 3A championship game. That was, in fact, the first District 10 title in program history. And Eisenhower's had a lot of playoff success as well. Won a quarterfinal match over Kennedy Catholic a year ago before falling in the semifinals. And again, can't express how great it is to see Kylie Wilson back out here and thriving for the Dragons. Wilson went down with a serious injury last year. She's such a big part of what they do since her freshman season, and I know that that was tough on her to kind of watch from the sidelines. Happy that her team won the District 10 championship, but I'm sure wishing she could be on the field for it as well. Leah Peterson for Eisenhower also coming off a serious knee injury. And once again, we're talking about two of the best, maybe the two best offensive weapons for the Knights. And Lily Renninger and keeper, of course, taking over that keeper position this season for the Knights. Yet another player coming off a serious injury. Renninger was challenged early. She was challenged often. She gave up an early goal to Kylie Wilson, but more or less here has been terrific. This is a very strong, very powerful Lady Dragon attack, and not just the defense in front of her, but Renninger as well has been up to the challenge with a number of big saves here early on. The scoreboard reads 2-0 Dragons. as Renninger, along with some of her defense, including the likes of Ava Nizzi, Winnie Wolf, Brittany Smith, Katie Bunk, really played a nice first half there for the Lady Knights. As we're about 90 seconds away from the start of the second half. Again, coming to you live from War Memorial Field. I want to thank the Warren Soccer Boosters for helping make this broadcast possible. I'm Andy Close alongside Brian Hagberg. We hope you're enjoying today's action on D9and10sports.com. D9and10sports.com is your place to catch all the action in District 9 and 10, your one-stop shop for recaps, scores, broadcasts, and more. Visit D9and10sports.com and also by yourdailylocal.com. The news you need when you need it. So, as the clock runs down here under a minute, we'll get set to go with second half action, really from a brisk but very nice War Memorial Field here on a Saturday morning as we trickle towards the noon hour. Again, Dragons leading 2-0 on goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson. Kira Woderson, a Sheffield product, part of that co-op here with Warren. And the Dragons are going to break their huddle here. It looks like the Knights went off, either into the locker room or off to the side there, and they're getting ready to make their way back onto the field right now. And here comes the Knights as the clock hits triple zeros here, and set back to 40 for the start of the second half. So, ready for second half action here on Saturday at War Memorial Field. The Warren Lady Dragons leading the Eisenhower Lady Knights 2-0. Dragons back onto the field. Knights will be making their way out momentarily. And here come the Lady Knights back out onto the field as we get set for second half action. Leah Peterson standing at midfield for the Knights. She will assume the opening possession. Peterson, as we wait for the all good from the officials. And we're off and running in the second half. Peterson plays it back to Cassie Smelko, gets it back to her defense. Cleared up, Woderson challenges. Woderson cleared out of there by Bunk. And controlled there by the Lady Knights. Nice run here by Katie Elmquist. Elmquist gets it up to Peterson. Peterson challenged by Daly. Peterson with Daly on her, and that's going to go... Oh, a nice play there by Lennon Daly to clear that out. Looked as if it might go for a corner kick, but instead it'll be a throw-in Eisenhower. Elmquist and that ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a throw-in Warren here. Daly. Daly gets it up to Woderson. Woderson with a nice turn with some room. Bickling now in the midfield. Bickling, Wilson, Knupp there as well, and that's going to go out of bounds. So early on here, a corner kick for the Dragons, just over a minute into the second half. Looks like Georgie Bickling will take the kick. So the Eisenhower defense tested once again here early in the second half as Bickling gets set to take the corner. Bickling. Battled for, cleared out nicely by the Lady Knights up to Delaney Chase. Back in by the Dragons. Challenged there, but the Lady Knights are able to clear it out. Intercepted there by Bickling. Back to Wilson. Wilson challenged. Wilson still with it. Turns and puts a shot on net that Renninger is able to easily scoop up. And she will boot it away. Renninger up to Smelko. Smelko challenged by Bickling. Now up to Elmquist. Elmquist, and that's going to be cleared out by the Dragons. Back up to Ordway. Back to Bickling. Wilson. Renninger steps up and makes the save. Lily Renninger with a great game so far for the Eisenhower Lady Knights as Smelko takes it for Eisenhower. Smelko with some room. She's challenged. Smelko still with it. And that ball is going to trickle into Alyssa Anderson, who scoops it up and will boot it out. Sent out of there by Anderson. Smelko controls. Smelko sends it back to her defense. Her offense, that's Chase. Chase plays it back. Now to Smelko. Smelko with a nice play there by Bickling. Bickling now. Bickling. Woderson giving chase. Woderson giving chase, and that is cleared out of there by Isabella Marino for a throw-in Warren. Lennon Daly to throw in for the Dragons. Daly. Wilson makes a run. And that's going to be cleared out of there by Marino. Ordway settles. Ordway gets it to Wilson. Wilson to Bickling. Bickling chips it in. Oh, and off the crossbar and into the arms of Renninger. So a nifty little play there for the Dragons. Goes off the crossbar and scooped up by Renninger, who boots it out. Renninger, Chase. Chase challenge controlled by Bickling, who gets it up to Woderson. Woderson with some room. Woderson to Wilson. Wilson challenged by Nizzi and cleared out there by the Lady Knights. Challenged by Ordway. Battle for possession here. Woderson makes a run, but it's cleared out by Nizzi and back. Ordway giving chase. Chase there controls for the Lady Knights. Up to Peterson. But the Dragons retake possession. Anderson. Controlled now by Chase. Chase looking for room. Peterson making a run, but that's going to be cleared back to Anderson, and she'll get set to boot it away. Anderson gets it out of there. Controlled there by Marino to Smelko. Smelko gets it up, and that ball is going to go sailing out of bounds for a Dragon throw-in. Lennon Daly will throw it in for the Dragons as Eliza Brooke returns for the first time in the second half. So Eliza Brooke, who played a strong first half for the Dragons, back in. Daly to trigger in. Smelko, and that goes out of bounds for another Dragon throw-in. Daly gets set to do it again. Again, Smelko tries to clear, cannot back. Nizzi attempts to clear, cannot. Wilson and on that. Wilson with a chance. Wilson off the crossbar. Back to Brooke. Brooke controls. Brooke looking for room. And we're going to have a goal kick Eisenhower. Boy, a golden opportunity there for Kylie Wilson, who very nearly had her second of the game. Goes off the crossbar. Eliza Brooke controlled the rebound there for a moment, but goes out of bounds for a goal kick Renninger. Renninger clears. Controlled there, Paige Johnson battling with Smelko. That goes out of bounds for a throw-in Dragons. Audrey Smith, the trigger in for Warren. Smith looking, gets it in. Ball attempted centering pass there, goes out of bounds, and we'll have a goal kick. Again, 6.5 minutes here into the second half from War Memorial Field. Warren leading Eisenhower 2-0 on first half goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson. Renninger boots it out. Oh, right to Wilson. Wilson chips it in, and it's going to go back out for a goal kick. Renninger set to boot it away. She gets it out of there. Ordway battling for possession there, but it's Smelko that gets it. She boots it up. Elmquist and Chase giving way down the left side there, but that's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to have a throw in Warren. They get it in quickly. It goes out of bounds again for another throw in Dragons. Smith triggers in. Oh, false alarm. Now she gets it in. That goes out of bounds there. We're going to have another throw in. We'll do it again, Dragons. Smith gets it in. Possession there by the Knights. Battle in the midfield, controlled by Eisenhower. Peterson now with it. Peterson, Smelko. Over to Ellie Eastman. Eastman making a run. Eastman. A nice challenge there by Lennon Daly as that goes out of bounds for a goal kick. The junior Lennon Daly been starting since she was a freshman with a nice play there. And Anderson will get set for the goal kick. Anderson gets it out. Booted out by Bickling. And Bickling challenges there. Now it's Ordway. Oh, Ordway with a nice play there to take possession and gets it to Bickling. Bickling boots it up the field. Controlled there by Katie Bunk back in. Peterson now. Oh, and a nice play there. Paige Johnson. Wilson. Wilson. Challenged. Wilson. And that's going to be cleared out by the Knights. Back to Daly. Looking for Wilson. Taken by Bunk. Elmquist challenges there, but it's Bickling who gains possession. Bickling now with some room to operate. Bickling gets it in, and Renninger will scoop that up. And Renninger boots it out of there. Smelko now in possession. Smelko gets it out to Elmquist. Elmquist challenged. Oh, she was looking for Eastman there, but it goes out of bounds for a throw in Dragons. Daly will take it. Daly gets it up. That's going to be cleared out. Smelko won by Ordway to Bickling. Back to Anderson to Daly. Daly challenged. Oh, a nice play there. Eastman. Eastman, can she keep it in? She can to Peterson. Peterson making a run up the left side. Bickling gets chased. Is she going to keep it in? No, she cannot. So a nice play there by Eastman to win a 50-50 ball and get it to Peterson, but the ball goes just out of bounds. And we'll have a goal kick Dragons, Alyssa Anderson. As we're now 10 minutes through the second half, Dragons leading the Knights 2-0 on first half goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson. Andy Close with Brian Hagberg coming to you live here from War Memorial Field for D9and10sports.com. Anderson gets it out of there. Eastman controls. Eastman looks to center, cleared out Bickling. Because he's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Knights. Marino, trigger in. Challenge there, won by Ordway. Woderson now. Woderson with some room. Wilson making a run. Kylie Wilson one-on-one. Wilson one-on-one with Nizzy. Now some Eisenhower defenders back to challenge. Wilson takes it back out. Wilson passes, and that ball's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Boy, Kylie Wilson, you think she has a chance every time she touches the ball, folks. Goal kick Renninger. Renninger boots it out of there. Ordway wins possession. Ella Ordway. Ordway to Woderson. Woderson. Wilson. Back to Ordway. And Leah Peterson now making a run for the Knights. Oh, a nice play there. cleared out. Eastman now with possession in the midfield. And that ball is booted out of there by the Dragon defense. Brook. Dragons in possession. Woderson settles, looks. Woderson. Shot, save, Renninger. So another chance there for Woderson, and Renninger is once again up to the task. As we approach 27.5 minutes here to play, we're going to have a foul on Warren there. Free kick for the Knights. And the ball booted upfield there. Battle for possession. And what are we going to have here? It's like a handball. So a free kick for the Knights. Cassie Smelko will take it. Smelko and Anderson with the stop. So that ball got all the way through, and Anderson able to make the stop. And Anderson punts it out of there to midfield, where it's controlled by Woderson. Woderson once again with a head of speed. Woderson settles, looks. Wilson, can she save it? No, it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Where the speed of the Warren Dragons is really on display here. Eisenhower has... They're defending well, but that speed is just daunting. You know, some of these forwards, Wilson, Woderson, you know, both seniors, been playing since they were freshmen, very experienced, very skilled, as the Knights take control here in the midfield. Controlled by the Knights. And that ball's going to stay in, now won by the Dragons. Back out into the midfield. Bickling gives chase. Bickling plays it back to her defense. Anderson clears it up. Woderson challenged there by Eastman. Woderson. That ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. There's Alyssa Fuchs there for the Dragons, as Daly will trigger it in. Ava Nizzi, can the Knights get it out? They can. Now Eastman, can she save it? She does. And Daly gives chase. Daly being chased by Peterson. Daly will play it back to Anderson. As we approach 25 minutes to go here in the contest, Warren leading 2-0 over the Eisenhower Lady Knights. Glad you're joining us this afternoon on D9and10sports.com. Ball played up the field there. Ava Nizzi will give chase. Nizzi as Woderson comes on. Nizzi, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Kylie Wilson. Wilson gets it into the box, cleared out. Controlled by Ordaway. Bickling, and cleared out again by the Knights. Fuchs. Bickling. Oh, and Marino is going to go down there for the Knights. And she hobbles up as she gets to her feet. Throw in Eisenhower. Looking for Peterson. That's going to go out of bounds. Another throw in. That's Ali Eastman. Eastman triggers in. Smelko and Woderson battle for, controlled by Woderson. Woderson gets it to Bickling. A challenge there by Zoe Olsen. Now it's up to possession. Wilson to Bickling. Bickling challenged by Olsen. Bickling plays it wide to Paige Johnson. Bickling in the middle. Bickling shot deflected by Olsen. Wilson takes it in, cleared out by Marino. Oh, Fuchs battles for it there, gets it. Marino challenges. Fuchs centering. A chance there for There are a couple of chances there for the Dragons. Kylie Wilson, that ball goes wide. A couple of golden opportunities there for the Dragons to make it 3-0. But it remains 2-0 as Kayla Green comes on for Eisenhower. She'll replace Marino, who was nicked up there a bit. And Renninger to clear out. Renninger controlled by Ordaway. Back in. Challenge. Ordaway. Cleared out. Winnie Wolf. Challenged by Bickling. Bickling plays it back to Anderson. Anderson back up. Wilson. Wilson plays it wide. And cleared out by Nizzi. Ordaway with control now. Ordaway with some room to operate. Ordaway boots it in. Oh, and deflected there by Wilson, and a very nice save once again by Lily Renninger. Boy, a nifty little play there by the Dragons, but Renninger with the cat-like reflexes makes the save. Control again by the Dragons. Eastman giving chase, so is Green, Woderson, and Eastman will just send it out of bounds there for a throw in Warren. Daly will throw in for the Dragons. As we go under 22 minutes to play here from War Memorial Field, 2-0 Dragons. Daly gets it in. Wilson, and the save by Renninger. Renninger clears. Boy, Kylie Wilson getting her feet on a lot here today. Dragons in possession. Ball's cleared out. Eisenhower in possession, and they boot it back up towards midfield. Peterson there. Smelko. I'm sorry, that's Katie Elmquist. Katie Elmquist in control for the Knights. Looks to play it to Eastman. Deflected there by Fuchs. Bickling. Bickling with a move. Bickling gets past Green. Bickling looking for Wilson. Now it's going to go to... Back out. Ordaway. Bickling. Woderson. Woderson looking. Oh, what a nice play there. Eastman. And Eastman will clear it out. A nice play on defense there by the Knights, courtesy of Winnie Wolf, to take away a potential scoring chance. Eastman now battles Fuchs. And we're going to have a throw in Warren. Daly will throw in for the Dragons as we reach the midway point of the second half. Daly looking for Woderson. Brooke turns, shot, deflected, back to Bickling. Bickling, Ordaway. Ordaway maintains possession. Ordaway will play it back now. Dragons in possession. Oh, a nice play there by the Knight defense. Knights in possession. Midfield as they look to make a run. Smelko. Smelko plays it up. Looking for Eastman. She has her. Nice cross there. Challenged by Daly. And Fuchs will play that back to Alyssa Anderson, who boots it out of there. Smelko gets it back in, and where it will be scooped up by Anderson.
Yeah, that's why I was... At least she didn't come right away.
Anderson boots it out. Smelko tries to control, she can't. Wilson, Smelko battling there. Now Wilson and Wolf. Knights get it to Peterson. Peterson plays it back to Smelko. Peyton Frank was giving chase there on the left side for the Knights, who will have a throw in. Battle for possession, and it will be a throw in Warren. Smith plays it up, controlled briefly by Smelko, and that's going to go out of bounds for another throw in. Battle for possession there again along the right side, and we're going to have another throw in Warren, to the dismay to some of the Eisenhower faithful. Ordway. Bickling in the midfield. Oh, a nice play there by Katie Elmquist. Knights retake possession. Bickling challenges in the midfield. She'll play it back to Smith. Smith clears but controlled by Smelko. Smelko to Elmquist. Elmquist gets it back to Smelko. Woderson giving chase over to Eastman. Eastman challenged. Eastman challenged by Fuchs. Back to Daly. Daly gets it up Woderson, but that'll be controlled by Green, who gets it back in. Oh, and Peterson gets behind Daly. Daly giving chase. Peterson looking for a centering pass there, but it's able to be easily scooped up by Anderson, and she'll get it out of there. Anderson plays it up. Oh, a nice play there by Smelko. And that ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Eisenhower. Once again, Dragons leading 2-0 here over Eisenhower. Just over 17 minutes to go. Smelko controls. Challenge there. Dragons get it out. Kylie Wilson. Kylie Wilson challenged by Nizzy. Now it's Green in possession as Wilson gives chase. And that ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Dragons. Knupp coming back in. She'll replace Georgie Bickling. And Lennon Daly will take the throw for Warren. Daly looking for Woderson. Challenged by Wolf. In Brooke looking, challenged. And that's going to be scooped up by Renninger. 16.5 minutes to go here. 2-0 Dragons. Ball settled there in the midfield. Controlled. Battle for possession. Knights have it. Winnie Wolf plays it up. Giesing. One back by the Dragons. And a ball kind of in the no man's land there, controlled by the Knights, Katie Elmquist. And she'll boot it out of bounds where we'll have a Warren throw in. Daly to take it for the Dragons. Woderson defended by Green. Woderson with a nice pass there to Fuchs, back out, cleared out by the Knights. And Daly will once again trigger in for the Dragons. Daly, Fuchs. Controlled by Nizzy. Nizzy. Battle for possession. Controlled by the Dragons. Now it's gonna go out of bounds. And we're going to have a throw in Eisenhower. Giesing and Smelko battle for it there for the Knights. That's cleared down the field. Cleared out by the Dragons. Up to midfield. Still a battle for possession controlled by the Knights. Winnie Wolf. Over to Eastman. Now Peterson. And booted out of there by Daly. Wolf takes possession there for a moment, but cleared back out. Green. And that ball's going to go off Green and out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Georgie Bickling will now check back in for the Dragons. Lennon Daly to take the throw. Daly looking for Woderson, deflected there. Eastman. Oh, Eastman played a really nice second half. Eastman. Smelko. Challenged by Wilson, who gets it up to Ordway. Ordway with some room. Ordway with a nice move. Ordway looking for Woderson, and that's going to be cleared out of there. Wolf gets it out. Now controlled by Bickling. Elmquist. Back to Ordway. Ordway to Woderson. Oh, and Kira Woderson whistled offsides. Just offsides there for Kira Woderson off a very nice feed from Ella Ordway. 13.5 minutes to go here from War Memorial Field. The Warren Lady Dragons leading the Eisenhower Lady Knights 2-0. Bickling knocked down by Elmquist. We're going to have a foul on Elmquist. And it looks like Bickling will take the free kick for Warren. Bickling boots it in. Battle for possession. Eisenhower gets it out briefly, but Paige Johnson able to get a shot on goal there. It's scooped up by Renninger. Under 13 minutes to go here. 2-0 Dragons. Johnson, controlled by Elmquist now for the Knights. Challenged by Ordway. Ordway wins possession. Ordway looking for Woderson, intercepted there nicely. Looking for Smelko, but it's Wilson. Wilson with some room. Wilson, nice pass, but that's cleared out by the Knight defense. In the midfield now, it's Audrey Smith for Warren, and that's going to stay inbounds. And we're going to have a throw in Warren. Smith, controlled by Smelko. Over to Eastman. Eastman, and that's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Dragons. Under 12 minutes now to go. 2-0 Warren, leading Eisenhower here from War Memorial Field. Throw in Daly, intercepted Eastman. Bickling tries to save it, cannot. Marino will trigger it in here for the Knights, but not before Delaney Chase comes in, and she'll replace Katie Elmquist. Marino. Now she's ready, looking for Smelko. Challenged by Wilson. One there by Wilson. Brooke and Bunk battling. Controlled by Brooke. Back to Chase. To Wolf. And that ball's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Dragons. Eisenhower now with possession in the midfield. Little bump there. Winnie Wolf plays it up. That's going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. Triggered in there Johnson. Johnson can't keep it in bounds, so now we'll have a throw in Eisenhower. Back and forth we go. And it's going to go out of bounds again for a Warren throw in. This time it'll be Wilson, Kylie Wilson, to trigger it in. She get a Nizzy. Ordway battling for possession there deep in the Eisenhower zone. And she's going to kick it off an Eisenhower defender for a throw in Dragons. Brooke, wide. Ten minutes to go here as we tick under 10 minutes from War Memorial Field. Warren leading Eisenhower 2-0. Both goals coming in the first half, courtesy of Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson. Battle for possession here, won by the Dragons. That ball is kicked in on Renninger, who scoops it up easily. Battle here, controlled by Smelko. Smelko looks and is going to go out of bounds for a throw in Warren. And this will be taken by Lennon Daly. Daly triggers in. Ordway. Battle there. Back to Bickling. Renninger able to get her hands on it, so the Dragons continuing to apply the pressure as we hit the 9-minute mark to go here in the contest. Bickling controls in the midfield. Bickling brings it up. Bickling stumbles. Controlled by the Knights. Winnie Wolf. It looks like we have an injury here for the Dragons. We're going to have a stoppage in play with 8:43 to go. That was Georgie Bickling there, who went down for a brief moment. As she walks off, and she gets a nice applause here. Looks to be okay, but they'll take her out. Mariel Stans, the freshman, will come back into the game for Warren. Again, 8:43 to go here in the second half from War Memorial Field. I'm Andy Close with Brian Hagberg for D9and10sports.com. Dragons leading 2-0 on first half goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson. Glad you're joining us here this afternoon. So we're going to have a throw-in here for Eisenhower as play resumes. Isabella Marino. As we wait for the go-ahead from the officials, there we have it. And Marino does the sportsmanlike thing there and triggers it back to Warren keeper Alyssa Anderson. So, 8.5 minutes to go here as Anderson gets set to boot it away. Smelko, and that's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in Warren. Bickling right back into the game for the Dragons. Glad to see that she's okay as Stans comes back out. Daly to throw in. Ordaway there. Ordaway sets it back to Bickling. Bickling cleared out by Nizzi for just a moment. Now cleared out, yes, by Elmquist as Elmquist runs up the field for the Knights. Over to Peterson. Peterson, and that ball is won by Fuchs, who looks up to Bickling. Bickling with some room. Bickling. Ordaway, back to Bickling. Bickling looking, chips it in, and scooped up by Renninger. Renninger boots it out of there for the Knights. Smelko controls. Ordaway. Bickling. Bickling chips it in once again on Renninger, who scoops it up. Renninger sends it out. In the midfield now, it's Bickling. Bickling to Ordaway. Ordaway to Wilson. And that ball's going to go out for a goal kick. As we hit the 7-minute mark here from War Memorial Field. Once again, the Warren Lady Dragons leading the Eisenhower Lady Knights 2-0. As Renninger gets set to boot it away. Renninger, and that is going to be back in by the Dragons. Nizzi clears. Knights get it out of there. Controlled by the Dragons. Brooke, Nizzi tried to clear it out. Brooke still battling her. Nizzi is going to still being battled by Brooke. Brooke and Nizzi. And that ball is going to go out for a corner kick. So nice work there by Eliza Brooke from the Dragons. Kayla Knupp coming back in for Warren. And coming back in for Eisenhower is going to be Peyton Frank. Zoe Olsen steps off for the Lady Knights, as does Brooke for the Dragons. Corner kick, Bickling. Ordaway. Oh, and another brilliant save from Lily Renninger, who holds on to it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Boy, Lily Renninger has been terrific for Eisenhower today against the relentless offensive attack from the Dragons. Controlled by Eisenhower. Peterson. Challenged by Wilson. Possession won by the Dragons. Winnie Wolf. Smelko to Peterson. Peterson to Giesing. Ball chipped in. Scooped up by Anderson. Anderson boots it away. Elmquist settles, and now it's controlled by Wilson, who's dropped back into a defensive position for the Dragons. Cleared out. Eisenhower pushes up, but cleared out by the Dragons. Dragons pushing up the field. Controlled there by Elmquist. And that ball's going to be won by Elmquist. Back to Smelko. Smelko cleared out again by the Dragon defense as they look to preserve this 2-0 lead. Ball cleared up and out by the Knights. Ordway and Nizzy giving chase. It's controlled by Nizzy, taken away by Ordway. Ordway gets a shot on net. It's stopped by Renninger. So the Knights desperately looking to push up. They trail by 2 goals with just over 4 minutes to play. Smelko controls. Smelko over to Giesing. Looking for Elmquist. Now to Peterson. Peterson to Eastman. Back to Elmquist. Elmquist chips it in, but it's going to be scooped up by Anderson with Daly also there defending for the Dragons as we go under 4 minutes to play. Controlled there by Fuchs. Up in the midfield to Bickling. Bickling and that ball. Wolf won that over to Elmquist. Fuchs for the Dragons now back, and it's going to be controlled by Winnie Wolf. Winnie Wolf up to Giesing. Up to Peterson. Peterson looking for Giesing there, but it's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in Dragons. Eliza Brooke coming in, back in for the Dragons, replaces Bickling. And Bickling looks like that, still being bothered a little bit there. Throw-in Dragons. Smith triggers it way in. That's going to stay inbounds. Controlled by... What are we going to get here? It looks like a handball. We're going to have a free kick warn. As we hit the 3-minute mark, 3 minutes remaining here from War Memorial Field. As Paige Johnson gets set to take the free kick. Dragons leading 2-0. Johnson boots it in there. Cleared out by the Knights as they look to make a push. Oh, nice play there by Johnson as she retakes possession. Briefly, now Smelko controls. Smelko looks to get it out to Eastman, but that ball is going to stay in bounds. No, it will not. Throw in Dragons. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go as Daly triggers in. Warren leading Eisenhower 2-0. Daly to Woderson. Challenge there by Marino. Woderson cleared out by Nizzy, back to Ordway. Renninger once again up to the task as she stops it and then scoops it up. Lily Renninger. Renninger boots it up. Giesing. Challenge there. Smith controls for the Dragons. She gets it back up. Dragons in possession. Woderson looking. Finds Brooke. Brooke back to Woderson. Cleared out by Nizzy. Battle for possession there, won by Smelko as she looks to push up. 1.5 minutes remaining. Smelko looking for Peterson. Cleared out. Daly now with it. Daly to Fuchs, who has plenty of room up the left side. She plays it back into the middle to Brooke. Brooke, oh, a nice ball there. It's going to be cleared out by Nizzy. No! Oh, a great chance there by Ordway Renninger. And it looks like what's going to be a losing effort has just played a brilliant game in net for the Knights. Controlled there by Elmquist as the Knights look to make a final push as we're under a minute to play. Giesing looking for Peterson. She plays it back to Smelko. Cleared out there by the Dragons, and Woderson's going to take possession. 45 seconds and counting. Brooke. Cleared out by Winnie Wolf. Looking for Giesing. Can she keep it in bounds? She cannot. 30 seconds to go here from War Memorial Field. Dragons leading the Eisenhower Knights 2-0. Controlled by Brooke. Back to Wolf. 18 seconds to go. Wolf. Smelko. Smelko clears it up, and Daly's just going to clear that out of bounds as the clock hits 10 seconds. Eastman will look to throw in. 5 seconds to go. Smelko boots it in. Up to Peterson, and that is going to do it. So, the Warren Lady Dragons, on the strength of 2 first-half goals by Kylie Wilson and Kira Woderson, hold off a valiant effort by the Eisenhower Lady Knights by a score of 2-0. Wilson's goal coming in the first minute. Woderson scored in the 37th minute for the Dragons. Once again, I want to thank the Warren Sports Boosters for helping making this broadcast possible, along with Freedom Investment Management Group in Warren. D9sports.com, Andy Close alongside Brian Hagberg, bringing you today's broadcast. D9and10sports.com, that's D9and10sports.com, your one-stop shop for recaps and more live game action, live broadcast. D9and10sports.com. Also by yourdailylocal.com, the news you need when you need it. Once again, for Brian Hagberg on camera, I am Andy Close, signing off from War Memorial Field, where the Warren Lady Dragons defeat the Eisenhower Lady Knights 2-0. Have a great day, everyone.